presentation?
Yes, yes, we can see your presentation in presentation mode. You can continue.
Okay, thank you. I'll continue. The study area comprises the north of Samos Island and offshore Küçük Menderes Graben and the Gulf of Kuşadası and Stratigraphic Bay. You can see the active faults on land here, and there are important two horse in the Seferihisar High and Karaburun High here, and two important peninsula, and the Teke and the Doğan Bay peninsulas. Here I'm continuing to the results. With the results, we use here the multi-channel seismic reflection data, and after the processing in the 9 Eylül University Marine Science and Technology Institute, we started to interpret the data, and the seismic section is there's two units, main units. Is the upper units is the positions, and the lower units is the in the basement. The upper units is consists of the stacked delta lobes, which the source of the Küçük Menderes River, and I correlated these stacked delta with the oxygen isotopic stages, and I gave the upper unit the age of the Paleocene stages, and I'm continuing with the correlation again. Here is the you see how I did the correlation with the oxygen isotopic stages and sea level changes, and you can see here the upper units and stacked delta and topset and foreset transitions, and the lobes represents the glacial times delta progradations, and you see here the acoustic temel is the acoustic basement, and the lobes, the different colors represents the different ages. This is the years in thousand, and I'm continuing not keeping so long. And as you see how I correlated the sea level changes and the stack delta progradations, and I continued to do this this correlation and the interpretation to all of the lines, and which intersection each others and continues together. And as you see the faults and the active faults and this seismic sequences on screen, and I'm continuing immediately. And this is the one of the seismic section and offshore Küçük Menderes Graben. After the interpretation, the data, we can easily see that the offshore of the Graben, Küçük Menderes Graben, is continuing like this, and there's a Graben shape offshore of the Graben and on the land, and also you can see the normal faults here, how track the Küçük Menderes Graben here. Now then I modeled the Küçük Menderes Graben here, and you can see the Küçük Menderes Graben faults and the delta lobes and delta progradations here, and the faults here in ASASE2021 here is the south of the faults of the Küçük Menderes Graben, and I'm continuing. I also after the collecting data, we correlated the seismic sections in the milliseconds. We produced the map of acoustic basement and sediment thickness map, and we correlated with the active faults on land and under the water, under the sea, and also continue as the results of the all of the interpretation and comparison of the data on land and under the sea. We produce these active tectonic maps. You can see the Samos earthquake here, location of the Samos earthquake here. And as a conclusion, as a result of the comparison with the oxygen isotopic stages, there are 13 delta progradation happened the places in glacial times. And the technical and structural interpretation were carried out to constitute submarine active tectonic map of the study area by correlated active faults identified on seismic sections. And the submarine active tectonic map based topography and the sediment thickness map were correlated together to present the relationship between tectonic deformation and stratigraphy. It was observed that the Küçük Menderes Graben continues west, southwest, and east-northeast direction under the sea, and the normal faults limiting the south of this Graben structure extend towards the Samos fault, as you can see on the active tectonic map here. And thank you for your listening.